Hello and welcome to my live. I'm Artful Roger. Today is June 25th. It's 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It would be Eastern Time because we're here in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. I should say it's beautiful, but it's fully baked. And baked in the sense of it's super hot, because I know there's several different meanings for the word baked. Perhaps some parts of Atlanta are baked in that way, but most of it, almost all of it, is thoroughly baked in the high temperatures that we've been having. 10 days at least of hitting around 100 degrees. So it's been a crazy time. If you're a follower of mine here on TikTok, you know that I'm all about gardening. So, you know, when it comes to gardening, heat is definitely not fun. Not fun at all. Don't forget, I'm Artful Roger with the D. I also archive these lives on my TikTok. I archive these lives on my YouTube channel. Too bad this is live because I can't go back and edit this. I can't fix it, but I'm on YouTube under the same name, Artful Roger with the D. So if you're looking for me, make sure you put the D in there. And also subscribe to me on YouTube if you go and take a look. I am uploading my lives here, and there's several of them back in time, so you can go back and take a look as well. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe on YouTube. Know that, okay? Hope you can do it. Sarah, welcome. Glad you're here. And I know that you too are trying to survive the heat. Garrett, welcome. I'm not sure what Leon means. I'm completely clueless. I'm probably going to make a fool of myself. Lori, welcome. Lori, thank you for the shout out about my lip sync videos, which is, you know, it's a product of heat stroke. So I'm just saying, not making light of heat stroke. If anybody who's had it, I know it's very serious. Don't come at me in the comments. Don't send me emails. Give the crew a chance here to join. The lives that I typically do, and if you're new, if you're just kind of popping in on your FYP right now, it looks like we're only 15 people in the live, so we may not be out there yet. But guys, if you're on here now, do me a favor. Just tap your screen with your finger, send up the hearts. If we can get, I forget how many it is. We have to get to like 3,500 or something like that likes in the first 10 minutes for it to be pushed out to the FYP for more people to see it. But if you are, however, someone new who's never seen Artful Roger before, welcome. There are some things we do here at this craft table. You notice the title of this is Craft Table Chatter, because we are typically working on something as a group here. I have my core crew of people who join me every week. Melissa, welcome. And they are helping me make decisions about these clock cases. How'd you like that Vanna White? That's pretty cool, huh? Just kind of smooth there. We convert these old clock cases into scenes, and we have a Halloween theme right here. These are Christmas. This is Halloween. I know it's June. Don't send me emails. Gustavo Cuevas. I'm probably massacred your name. I apologize. Thank you. He said that I am his inspiration. So yay for me. I'm so appreciate that. Kay and May, are you here? And I'm guessing you mean inspiration as in gardening. I'm guessing. Maybe my wardrobe inspires you too. These are by my unofficial or official wardrobe person, Gay and May. She supplies these. She hasn't seen before, so she better be here, because she's always telling me I don't wear the shirt she sends. And this one, here you go. Here's the back. Here's the front. I hope she's here. This is your favorite shirt. So this is the one I was telling you last week that I thought was a little too blousy, because I kind of like things that kind of, you know, hug the fat, if you will. And there she is, present. Yes, President. Glad you're here, Gay and May. Yeah, I hope you like this shirt. This one is really colorful. That was the only thing, and I know I could take it in, but someone said in this live that Hawaiian shirts are supposed to be kind of blousy like that. They're not supposed to be, you know, tight, but I kind of like that look, you know, when they're a little bit, when they fit like this. So I could put paper clips or binder clips back here, and then the shirt would be perfect. But I do love the fabric. Absolutely love it. It's wonderful. Henry, yes, Henry's here. Henry, I hope that you are not wearing a gas mask to avoid the smoke in New Mexico. Hopefully you're surviving. Everything is okay. Because I think you're in Las Cruces, which is, I think, south of where all the fires are or where they've been. Yeah, so I hope you're okay. And I know it's kind of hard. We're not getting any of it down. Okay, got it. All right, so yeah, you said that to me, and I was making sure you're still good. It's not blowing smoke on you or anything like that, because I know it happens. But I'm glad you're here for this live tonight. Yes, tap, tap, tap. Yes, send up the hearts. if we can get the likes up, and I forget, because I don't know if Yvonne's here. She's the one that told me it's so many thousand. I think it might be 3,500 or so, and I know that's a lot, but if we can get there in the first 10 minutes, it sends it out to the FYP. It just exposes more people to Artful Roger, which, may be hazardous for some people's health. I'm not sure. But let's talk about live tonight. I've got a couple of things. I want you guys to meet, if you haven't already met him, and I don't think you have. You haven't met Boo Boo. Edison is his full given name, but Boo Boo is his name. He's over here. He's an old guy. I'm going to bring him up. Boo Boo. Boo Boo. Come here. Come on. Come on. He only gets called Edison when he's bad. Come here. Let's say hi to some people. Now, don't judge. Boo Boo is old. Boo Boo is 15 years old. Here he is. Boo Boo. Look up there. Hey, Booty. This is Boo Boo. I call him all kinds of names. His given name, his real name is Edison. That's his name is Edison Thomas instead of Thomas Edison. So Edison Thomas is his name, but he goes by Boo Boo. That's his nickname, right, Booty? Or Booty, as I call him. Lately, I've been calling him Andouille when I wake up in the morning. I call him Andouille because you never sausage a cute dog. See what I did there? Andouille's a sausage, and I said you never sausage a cute dog. So Boo Boo doesn't even think that's funny. Boo Boo, come on. How about a little grin? Something? Anything, Boo Boo. Come on, laugh at my jokes. Do you like being called Andouille? He does. Look at that. He loves it. Yeah, Boo Boo is a cutie. He's been around a while. He's a pound rescue. Oops, Boo Boo. We're going to get canceled on TikTok for you showing all that stuff. Boo Boo, you can't get on TV and show your junk. Get down here. All right. So Boo Boo is a pound doggy. Rescued, right? You ran away from home, and we found you in the pound. Guy, look at him. He's nodding off at this story. He's so bored. But that's where you were found. What year was it? That's right, Boo Boo, 2013. So he's been in the family since 2013. He was first hired as a guard dog because I worked as an artist. In my backyard, it wasn't fenced at the time. Not at this house, the other house. Oops. The other house. And he would bark when people approached because I worked with my back to the door. And so he was Bob Barker. That was his name. That was his job, to bark. And we put a fence up not long after that, and his job was over. So, yeah, Boo Boo's not thrilled at all. But I do have snacks for Boo Boo. He is hot. I'm hot. I'm putting Boo Boo down. But look, because Boo Boo's been a good dog, Boo Boo gets a cookie. You want a cookie, Boo? All right. Down you go. Get your cookie. It's right there. Right there, Boo. He can't hear very well, and so he didn't hear it. Boo Boo, use your snout. He's sniffing. He found his cookie. All right. So, number one, there were two things. I added a third. That was Let's Meet Boo Boo. Number two, clock case, the Halloween clock case. I want to show you what's happened. I did paint the top as I said I would. I want to show you inside real quick. This is what it's looking like. We've got our ghosty woman in there. The clock is in place. The walls in the back. The pumpkin, the fireplace. Onyx, our black cat, is up on the mantle, as I said. An old candlestick. That is actual brass, which was really fun. Happy to find that. I put an old chair back in the corner. And so this thing and the old curtains, I have the bezel for it. This is the bezel that will go in the front. That will be right here, so it will look very rustic. And I'm going to try this one more time. Hold, please. There it is. Not straight, but it will be there. That's how it's going to look. Now the fun stuff, and the reason this thing is not completely finished, and this is everything that's going to be in this clock case is in this clock case, so we're done. But what's going to happen is I'm putting in spider webs, and I think I told you in the last live that I looked on YouTube, and I found a young woman's YouTube channel, and I say young woman because at 60, most everyone who's an adult is younger than me, so she's a young woman. She uses this stuff. This is made by Green Stuff World. It's called Spider Serum. And it's probably not going to focus. Focus. All right, come back. Focus. You see what it says. Spider Serum is what it is. You use an air gun. And this is some sort of a plastic, but liquid, that goes into an air gun. So I bought an air gun. I've never owned an air gun before. So Chipper, you love this piece. Yeah, it looks really good. Painted nicely. So I have an air gun now. This is my air gun. This is the reservoir that fits on top. So the spider serum is going to go in the reservoir. And what you do, and I've never done it before, that's the scary part. This is the air compressor, by the way, a battery-powered little air compressor. So if you're looking for a small air gun, this is on Amazon. This is fantastic. Looks like this when it's all put together. So this here is your air compressor, connects to the air hose, and it puts down paints or whatever you want to do. But the spider serum, it creates spider webs, and you can make it very fine. Can you hold it up again? I will, Mama. Mama, hold on. I've got you, Mama. We're going to hold it up again. But when you spray the spider webs in, I can spray them all over the chandelier. I can do it into corners, so it's really gonna look fantastic. The spider webs are great. If you're curious about what this looks like, I would just go to YouTube and put in spider serum or something like that. You'll probably find this person's YouTube channel, and she'll show you how to do it. I'm going to say this to you. That's how I learn things. That's how I learn things. So I want to say something else while I'm here. I'm looking up because I'm in the basement. There's the main floor right above me, and then there's a floor above that. Steve is not home. The dog is down here with me. Why is it whenever you're in the basement, it sounds like there's footsteps upstairs? I just heard something. It sounded like somebody walked across the floor. I'm like, what is happening? And so I go, okay, who was that? I'm listening. I don't know why that happens. I have no idea. But the dryer's running, so could be that. Who knows? I just want to tell you, if I jump, Mr. Nightshade, if I jump out of my skin, you will know that it's because I heard footsteps. And I don't know why I do, but I do. All right, for Mama. It's always when you're in the basement, Amy. That's absolutely true. Everyone I know who's ever had a basement said they could hear footsteps when they're in the basement. I don't know why. I have no idea. I hear stuff all the time when I'm down here working. I usually have the radio on. All right, here's the case. This is Halloween themed. So our ghosty girl, she's coming out of a plasma type. I know it's not focusing. She's appearing. She's an apparition is what she is. Jack-o'-lantern. Onyx the black cat is up on the mantle. Old candlestick. Some glowing embers in the fireplace. And an old grandfather's clock in the back corner, and some tattered curtains on the window. And an old chandelier that I'm going to tilt it back. You can see the dome. So that's why this metal piece is on top, because we needed to make room for the chandelier. So I drilled it out and opened it up. So that is our case. So Mama loves it. Mama loves it. That's awesome. So yes, guys, thanks for welcoming people that are joining the live. We are at 56 people, which is a little bit more than usual. So I know there are some people on here aren't familiar with what we're doing. Guys, I'm Artful Roger, and here on TikTok, these are archived on YouTube, and you see people here with the crew badge next to them, and many other people who join this constantly. People who have a crew badge, or people who are making a very small monthly donation to make this happen, what you're looking at. Some people provide shirts. A person provides my shirts. So that's what this is about. Others make a small donation. My subscription, I think, is $2.99 a month, but people are doing that as a contribution to pay for the lighting and things like that that are involved in this. And we also get to participate in these kinds of projects. And this is our Halloween-themed clock case that we've been working on. And by the way, if you're new, hey, Haunter Gal 13. Well, you've got the perfect name, and you've got a ghost as your thumbnail. She said, "This is amazing. I am in awe. Nice work. Thank you so much." The reason I read comments is not for the rest of you on here. It's because this will be on YouTube, and people who watch it cannot see what you guys are saying on YouTube. Yeah, the spiderweb thing, Chicky, is going to be pretty amazing. And Chicky, by the way, thank you for your support of my lip syncing. I do appreciate it. Some of you guys have been pretty effusive, and, hey, let's encourage the craziness. Yeah, Chipper, thank you. All right, so this is the bezel. I just want to show this to the people who are new. There's a few more people on here tonight. This is what the bezel looks like, and I'll be putting the bezel on after I do the spiderweb work, which will happen probably not on a live. And the reason it probably won't happen live is because I haven't ever used the airbrush before with the spider serum. So I'm not sure. But if you're curious, like I said, go to YouTube and look up spider serum in YouTube. And you'll see there's a young woman on there who does miniatures that make my stuff look like this was a kindergarten project. I mean, her stuff is hyper detailed. It is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. My stuff is really an idea, and it's I know I'm not demeaning myself by saying it's basic, but it is kind of basic. I use foam core and things like that. I'm not a high level artist when it comes to miniatures. I dabble in it. I think it's fun. Little B, thank you, and you two have been one of those effusive people. I really appreciate that you've been effusive about it as well. 11.6. I don't know if we made our time or not. I don't think we did, but it's no big deal. We're all here. Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. I knew you'd jump in. And again, not demeaning, I'm just trying to think of a word. I just want it to be, I'm not doing high-level miniatures, let's put it that way. But I'm glad you guys like this. I can't wait to get the spider webs in it so we can see what it looks like. I think it's going to be super fun. Rob Roy, oh my goodness, you're here. I'm so glad. Thank you, Mama. Mama said you're so creative. I love my mama. I really do. I'm so glad my mama's here tonight because she's been saying some great stuff. All right, I unplugged this because guess what we're doing next? And usually these lives last about 30 minutes. Tonight I put off watering because it's so hot, so I have to go and do that afterwards. So I have to take off my official uniform and put on a raggedy t-shirt. As you've seen what I look like in the garden, that's what I'll be wearing again. So I'm setting this to the side. By the way, for the people that are new, this is a 12-volt system. You see I've got a port on the back. The center one, or the one in the middle, the more gold-colored one, is the port where you plug in your adapter. And then the other is a micro switch. Those are just candle holders that I cut down with the Dremel tool and made them into these little switch plates because I thought they were kind of cool, but the candle holders were broken. But brass, I thought they looked awesome. And I did the brickwork because I messed up on my glue around my window. And I needed to cover it up. And the transformer. This is what it looks like. This is a 12-volt transformer, 500 milliamps. If you're doing that, it's 12 volts, 500 milliamps. Please, please, please know when you're working with LEDs and things like that, you want to make sure you're working with 500 or 1,000 milliamps, not amps. Do not go put a 5 amp laptop adapter just because it says 12 volts on it, and you plug this into your LEDs, you're going to cook everything. Every diode's going to be burned. So just make sure whenever you're working with LEDs like this, small diodes, and even little incandescent lights, which are on these chandeliers that go in dollhouses, they're 12 volts, but the amps are milliamps, never a 1 amp or anything like that. Or 1,000 is 1 amp, but a 1 amp is fine. But you know what I'm talking about. I think you guys understand. The dead horse has been beat. Look what I have here. This is a package. I'm covering the label. I think I've covered everything, yes. This is a shipping label. I'm covering it because I've messed up before. This is from Chipper. Chipper Doodle sent a beautifully wrapped care package. I love how you did it in this paper. I have not opened this. So I'm taking the labels off really quick so that I don't mess up like I did last time and expose my address and Chipper and Chipper's real name, because on here she's Chipper. I don't know, Chipper, are you Chipper anywhere else in your life other than right here in this group? Does anyone else call you Chipper? Pray, folks, that all is well inside, she says. Hey, Vivi! Oh my goodness. So we're the only ones that call you Chipper. I don't know if anyone else calls you Chipper. I swear if I ever meet you in person, you're going to forever be Chipper to me. I don't know that I could even call you by your real name, and I know what your real name is. No one else does. Only me. Yeah, Chipper, I love the nickname for you. It's perfect. It's just a perfect name. So it's interesting when I see the name on here, I'm like, who's that? Oh, it's Chipper. All right, so I'm taking the paper off, Chipper. So I told you guys in the little promo I did that she sent candles in a heat wave. She mailed candles. So we know there's some wax in here, and let's hope the wax made it. She wanted me to open it last night so I could check it out and see before I opened it. But I wanted to open it with you guys because we're all part of this, the whole group. Okay. let me just say this before I do this. I get emotional about things like this. I do it at Christmas. I do it at birthdays. I don't even like getting birthday presents because I get kind of choked up about it. So she prays that everything made it. I hope I don't get too emotional. So let's hope I don't. I love the name Vivi. Yes. And Chipper is an awesome name, Rob Roy says. Very true. They're tiny candles. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. Yes, and who said this? That's so sweet. Mama said it. Thank you for waiting on us. Mama, thank you. Thank you, Mama. All right. Okay. So this is not sure at this point. It looks like a photo goes in front here. And it says on the top, in quietness and trust is your strength. And it is okay. See, this is where I get emotional. It's a note. And I want you to know, everybody on this thing, everybody here, is your notes are in my office under a cap that Grandma Donna sent me. Grandma Donna sent me this really awesome cap. And I don't wear the cap because I love the cap. I don't want it to get messed up. So the cap is on top of a pile of cards and notes you guys have mailed to me. So thank you for these notes. I love them. Chipper, can I read this note out loud? Or is it just between us girls? I'm waiting for Chipper. Read it or read it out loud? Okay, I'll read it out loud. All right. Hi, Roger. And by the way, I want you to know that her penmanship is absolutely fantastic. This woman learned how to write in cursive beautifully. Hope you're doing well. Here are a few things I thought you may be able to use at some point. Feel free to change, paint, take apart, or whatever you need. I sure hope the candles made the journey. If not, I know you can fix them. As always, from my heart to yours. I enclosed a few extra things I thought you or Steve might enjoy. Love, Anne, a.k.a. Chipper. So there's her real name. This is her beautiful handwriting. Just beautiful. So thank you for that, Chipper. Very kind, very sweet. Very sweet. Thank you. Okay. She sent me some pharmaceuticals. Let's see what this is. Hopefully I don't break anything in the process. So Chipper, that's beautiful. This is a crystal ball, girlfriend. Look at this. That perhaps we could use this in the Halloween piece. It's what is the in the haunted house at Disneyland, the woman appears, Madam Somebody appears in a crystal ball in the beginning. This is awesome. And it has it has a stand. This is gorgeous. Thank you for this. Wow. Okay, well, this is going in the Halloween case for sure. I was going to tell you, though, you remind me, Steve's mom used to send us packages. She passed away in 2022, but she sent us care packages like this, and she would pack things exactly like this. Things like this. She even washed out ice cream cartons, the kind that had the lid that fit on them, and she would pack inside those and mail us things, in the box. She'd open up, it'd say ice cream on it. She ate the ice cream. She didn't try sending us ice cream, but that's how she would pack things, which I loved. It was super sweet. Yeah, Leota, Madam Leota, that's right. That's right. I could not remember. So the top is white and the bottom, are you talking about you talking about this? I'm going to leave this out because we're probably going to want to see it again. But I think we understand. This is a clear, and it's got the legs. They're brass colored. I doubt they're brass, but they're brass colored. The stand. Oh, the meds. The meds. Yeah, the meds. Sorry. Just like Steve's mom, she ate all the ice cream. It looks like Chipper took all the pills. She didn't send me anything. Chipper, thank you for not sending me pills. All right. Wow, Chipper, this is like Christmas in June. An old frame, beautiful, already antiqued. Definitely can be used for something, for sure. We've got other projects coming up. So we'll absolutely put this in the inspo pile. Inspiration, inspo. So that will definitely do. Guys, don't try to put your crappy comments in. I already see that somebody's comment's already been flagged and put out. So if you don't want to play nice in this live, you need to go bye-bye. So that means just keep on moving. Just take your finger and go like that and scroll up. Go away. Because I have so many keywords set up on my live that there's so many things you can't say. You will immediately be goodbye. And I do have moderators who will take care of you. So don't do it. I don't need smarty pants in my life. Shipper, did you make this? Did you do this? Wow, Chipper. So this is assemblage. So that's what you're doing with all these old pieces. Look at that. So I'm going to have to study this in detail. So it looks like all kinds of things on here. Look at this. So it looks like it was a metal tin. So Chipper's trying to show us that she can do this stuff. Wow. Chipper, that is pretty awesome. I love stuff like this. It's very, it reminds me, it's kind of a romantic steampunk style. It's what it makes me think of. Good job with the black and the colors you picked. That's really great. I love it. I do. I really love it. Thank you for that. This stuff, you know, do I open it? I guess I do. Hopefully I don't. You know what I'm going to do? Let me do the rest. I'm going to come back to that because I don't want to break anything. So please don't tell me this is sugar. Please tell me you ate the things that had sugar in it. I know. Same here, Steve. Yeah, it's really cool. It's kind of an antique looking flag it looks like an old ladder that it's on. All right, let me get this open. Chipper, thank you for doing this. Yeah, it's a great vintage look. It definitely is. No sugar. Thank you, Chipper. Guys, I want to tell you, too, don't send me anything that like that. Don't send me any cookies. Don't send me cake. Don't send me chocolates. Don't send me anything like that. I am terrible with that stuff. And I have lost 20-something pounds in the last year and a half. And I do not want to gain back my... I didn't want to gain any of that back, so don't send me that stuff. This looks like whatever it was delicious. Yeah, it was a fruit cake, of course. How appropriate. And you know I love it. So a bunch of marbles. It looks like, Chipper, did you do the breaking of the marbles yourself? Did you heat the marbles and do that? Are you the one that glitterized them? Because I think you can heat them in the oven or something like that and then cool them with water and they break, which makes them really awesome. You didn't do that. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, definitely useful. And I think you were saying put these in the water feature. These will work in a water feature, probably not in the one outside, because what happens to glass is algae grows on it. And all this color is there for just a minute, and then they all turn dark. And then they look like round pebbles. And they can't be washed. So this would be like an indoor fountain is how I would use this, for sure. But I love it. Love it, love it. And I'm glad it's not a big fruitcake that I would be eating right now. So some Valentine's cards, a box of 24 cards in envelopes, super cute. Gonna open that up. And they're all vintage. So what's great about these, and Chipper, I know why you sent these, because of the artwork, they can be cut and pieces can perhaps be used. But I can already tell you my sister is gonna love looking at these because this is totally her style. This is the kind of stuff that she absolutely adores, all this old-fashioned Victorian type stuff. This is super cute. This is so cute. Yes, they could. Gain May, that's a great idea. So Gay says they could go to the bottom of my water culture orchids, the marbles. They could. They absolutely could. But again, beautiful for a minute. Hopefully they won't turn as green. They won't turn green as fast, but they'll eventually change colors for sure. But that is a good idea for sure. Okay. Oh, someone's asking about the cards. Chipper, they asked where you got them. I think Chipper made these. Chipper painted these. Love my convertible. I haven't seen you in forever. Where have you been? Oh, you got them at an antique store. Okay, awesome. So that's perfect. Love these. And again, lots of good artwork. We'll see. They probably will get sent out. They'll probably get used. Okay, this says plunder. We'll see what plunder's all about. I'm plundering this care package. Oh, Chipper, this is great. Oh, I get it. Okay. Chipper, you pack like Steve's mom did. She did the same thing. Tape. Tape. You love this. I bet you love packing this up. Oh, look at this. It already has a ghost in it. It already has a black and white ghost. Chipper, I'm going to have to find out if we can put this into the cloche. I'm going to see if I can work it in there somehow. We'll see what I can do. It's a bit big for that, but we're going to see what I can do. But I am doing a larger under glass. As you know, I'm going to do a Halloween themed under glass, and it's going to have a lot more space in it. So this is perfect. Very ethereal. It's not overstated. You know, that's the thing about my art and the pieces I do. If it's an idea, that's much better. This allows the viewer's mind to create and not me telling them what it is. This is very good. Yeah, this is a good one. Wall hanging in the ghost house. Absolutely. That's what Gay and May says, and that's perfect. All right, some other things. I'm going to put this down here. I'll clean all this up afterwards. Yes, and I know what this is too, because you do these. You make these. I should have left my scissors out. Hold on, guys. I have to leave the set. I'm grabbing a pair of scissors. Chipper's watching this going, I shouldn't have used all that tape. All right, hang on. Chipper, these are fantastic. So you've signed these on the back. Is that what you've done? Yes. You've got your name on the 2024. So she makes these. This is very old and Victorian. You understand the assignment, Chipper. Totally. I mean, you know that I was looking for stuff like this. This is exactly what I needed for these cases that we're doing for Halloween. This is it's probably, let's see if it'll focus in. There it is. You can see her. And you can see my lovely manicure. That manicure is by dirt. That's what did my manicure. The dirt did that to my fingers. They're terrible. And I wouldn't even go to a nail place to get my nails done or not get them done, but get a manicure, get them clean, because this is also awesome too. And Chipper, thank you for doing this. These things. So there's an old tree. Look at the antiqued out. My phone is having trouble. But beautiful, beautiful piece. Thank you for doing that. It's the care package that keeps on giving. Exactly. This is an awful lot, I have to tell you. Steve and I really love Jean, his mom. And she sent us stuff like this all the time. And this is exactly how it was with us. You got a care package from her, and you better get out the scissors. You're going to be cutting through some stuff and finding some really great little things, because everything is so thoughtful. So this looks like, now was this a piece that, it looks like a piece of your resin work that broke, I'm guessing. So you're thinking I can use this for something, which you know I can. So that's probably what I'll do. These are pieces that go in the inspiration box that will be used. And I've got some of your other pieces as well, still over there. And some of the jewelry you sent early on back in January, we cut it up and put it into another Christmas cloche. And finally, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. A great old book. I bet you got this out antiquing. Let me guess. Chipper, I really appreciate you. There's people on here that are, I have a lot of people who contact me through TikTok, but there are standouts. And Chipper, you've always been such a special person, and I really, really appreciate it. I'm glad that we found each other here on this app. It's really been such a good thing for me, and I know for you too. And I remembered your story when we first met, and what you shared about it, and the things you've been going through in your life. And I'm happy to be a part of your life, and I'm happy to have you as a part of mine. So thank you for sending this stuff. It's beautiful. I'm going to open this now. This is the one that has the fudge in it. I'm guessing I can open this. Chipper, should I be opening this? It opened. Yes, I should have been opening it. Absolutely. So here's that lid again. Pretty awesome. Some really good detail on there. Chipper, thank you for taking time to do this, and I'm glad that it has a home here. You've sent it to a place where it's going to be appreciated. So it looks like you sent me some paper, some ephemera, bits and pieces of papers. You know, see, this is where I try not to get emotional, because when I get on here, some days I have such a hard time doing the lives because I think I don't have enough to talk about, and I don't really want to get on the app and just stand here and stare at you guys and talk about dumb stuff. But what I see when you send me stuff like this is that you understand what I'm doing, and you get it, and you're providing me these things. I so appreciate it. This is so much thought goes into this stuff. And guys, if you're new here, this may not look like much to you, but all of this stuff I use. I'm usually rating Steve's wrapping cart. He has a gift wrap cart that has gift wrap in it and tags and stuff, and I'm usually rating in there, cutting out his tags, and which he does not like. This way I'll have my own stash. But I think what's going to happen here, Chipper, is he's going to be rating my stash and using these things for his gift wrapping, because some of the stuff is really super cute. So thank you for this little bag of just pieces and parts that I can use. Sarah Hall, oh my God, welcome. Welcome to the live. Chipper, this is super sweet. So yeah, some craft corners. Again, a person who understands the assignment. All of this incredibly useful stuff. These are just corners for wood boxes. I think looks like you found this stuff at a reduced store. And thank you for leaving the price tags on it, so I know you didn't mortgage the house to send me these things. But again, when I'm out junking, I call it junking or antiquing, I'm digging in bins and boxes of this kind of stuff all the time. And all these little pieces and parts I can use. Here's another corner. These absolutely will be used. Steve, look, ribbon. Some green felt ribbon. Awesome. Send it to the right home. And more pharmaceuticals. Just kidding, Chipper. Let's see what's in here. So these are the delicate things probably that we don't want to break. Hopefully I don't break anything. Chipper, are these things? Oh, the candles did not melt. Chipper, did you make these? Hey, Grandma Donna, I was just talking about you. Chipper, did you make this candle? I'm sorry about there it goes. Look at that. Thank you, Nurse Ratchet. I'm so glad you're back. Thank you for liking the shirt. Chipper, fantastic, woman, fantastic. Yeah, I love these. And they're already melted. I don't have to do the work. I don't have to go figure out how to do it. Beautiful job. So there's a pair of these. Perfect Halloween style. Let's see if my phone will focus. There it goes. You can see it. Again, my lovely fingernails. Okay. Yeah, the candles are fabulous. Love it. Okay. More pharma. Yeah, there's so many good things in here. Well, I guess the clock case is not finished. So this almost looks like a mid-century lamp. Is what it makes me think of. Chipper, again, is this something you put together? I'm sorry, guys. Let me see if I can get it to... There it goes. Chipper, you made this out of buttons, am I right? Yeah, it looks like a mid-century lamp, doesn't it, Sarah? Chipper, I got to put LEDs in this. I got to light this thing up. So I'm probably going to paint it, perhaps, to make it look more mid-century, because, we talked about making a mid-century cloche. So we may be using this for that. Awesome. So it's on a little base. And it's buttons. See, you remember the story I told you about my grandma that time? And I think it was misunderstood because someone reached out and said they felt bad that my grandma did that to me. My grandma wasn't mad at me the day that happened. When I was at her house staying and I said I was bored and I didn't have any toys. And my grandma rummaged around in her junk closet, came out with a box of stuff that had buttons and all kinds of things in it. Said, go make your own toys. But she wasn't being mean or anything like that. She just was
showing me that I could make things on my own. It became a transformative moment for me. Sitting on the floor for the first time, I think in my entire childhood, that I had to sit with nothing more than a box of buttons and some spools and whatever else, some ephemera that she gave me, and some scissors and glue, and she said, make your toys. Well, I didn't have any choice. There was nothing else. I couldn't play with cars. I couldn't get my Tonka trucks out. They weren't there. I had to do it my own way, and I made my own cars, and it was out of buttons and things like that, and I loved it. And I played with those things even after I took them home until they broke. They fell apart. But it was a wonderful thing, and this is the kind of stuff that my grandma would show me how to do, and make things like this out of buttons, and you're creating your own art. And I know this is crafty, and there's probably people on here going, what the heck? Your phone doesn't focus, dude. Okay, there we go. But yeah, beautiful job, Chipper. And there's more in the Pharma bottle. Now I know what to do with all my empty bottles. Okay, looks like more candles. Hopefully I didn't cut into it too deeply. Chipper, these are really pretty. Haha, I get to see them first. So they look like you made these. I'm not sure, but look at these. Beautiful, like setabouts for their finials. Here's another finial. These are fantastic in the Christmas cloches. Here's another. These are terrific. Oops. Terrific, made out of buttons, thankfully not made out of glass. But again, wonderful little pieces. Chipper, thank you for these things. Thank you so very much for taking time to do something from the heart. And more ribbon. So this is green ribbon, which again, all these things go in the inspo container. Love this kind of stuff. And you know, those tiny little things, thanks for whoever did that. I can't tell. But thank you for doing these kinds of things, because it helps these Christmas cloches really come together. And you know, we have 64 people on here right now. I'm going to show you guys. Let me get it. Hang on one second. Talk amongst yourselves. This is where I break things. So this, you know, this is the one we're going to do. This is the one we typically use for Christmas, and there'll be a glass cover on this we looked at last week. So this is what we typically do. And guys, if you're not familiar with me, look back in my video history on TikTok, and you will see some of these. But Christmas cloches, they're very detailed in a cartoonish kind of way, I guess you could say. And these types of things that Chipper just sent are things that I would use in a Christmas cloche like that. This one's going to become Halloween. Slam bam. Thank you, ma'am. And guys, that's what I had. That is Rogers Live here on the 25th of June. It's 7:42. At this point, I am going to be changing into something a little more comfortable and going outside to water plants, and probably what is still 90-something degrees outside. So I've got to do that. Trish, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that you're here. Guys, thank you for the encouragement. I appreciate that. I also appreciate that you guys have enjoyed those lip sync things I've been doing. They're kind of crazy, but they're more, I guess it's kind of breaking me out of my more serious mode, because I'm typically on here going, and welcome to my live. I'm so glad you're here. We'll see you next week, same time. I'm very serious. I'm a serious person, so it's outside my comfort zone to do something that can be perceived as being kind of goofy. And so I appreciate that you've encouraged me to do that. So thank you for it. Gay May, thank you for the shirt. So good to see so many of you tonight. I appreciate your support. Those of you who subscribe to me, who do that small monetary donation to keep all this going, thank you for that. I certainly appreciate it. I hope all of you have a great couple of days. I will see you again here Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night.